Hello, hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh. Like. Other person I don't know, I think.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Completely tired. But you know what? It's okay. Yeah, because yesterday just wanted to, not to put it the least, a shit show. Because yesterday was Wednesday, so I had to go to therapy, and then when I came back home, I was planning on sleeping before my game that I had last night. But my friend invited herself over, and that's lovely. So I didn't get to sleep, and then I had to do my game, and then I didn't get any sleep because it ran until like 5 o'clock, and I had to wake up at 5 o'clock this morning to get to work. So,
Oh my god.
And then an 8-hour shift on top of that, and then I got home and I slept, and now I'm here, but my feet hurt, and it's like, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But you know what? It's okay. We're gonna make it work.
Yep. Okay.
Oh my
Thanks,
god.
Vernon.
Well, see, if you had a wonderful husband like me, he would rub your feet for you.
I don't think I would be too comfortable with that. Even though that seems interesting, I don't think I would feel too comfortable with that.
I mean, if you had a wonderful husband, if
Yeah,
you
I
had your
know.
own husband
But
to rub
just
your
in
feet for you,
general.
trust me, I did it for my wife the whole time she was pregnant. She loved me. She still talks about how I rubbed her feet while she was.
Yeah, well, when you're pregnant, you have all that extra weight, and you have to try and balance yourself on your feet, which puts pins and needles in your feet more. It's almost like whenever she gets done wearing high heels. Do it then, and she'll absolutely love you too. But
Yeah,
good hubby.
we've been together for 25 years, so yeah, she loves me a pretty good bit.
Ooh. Aww. That's sweet.
Wesley, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Good, good.
But just so I am not hallucinating, he wasn't here last week.
Yeah, I didn't make it last week. Had
Okay.
stuff going on with.
Okay,
Testing.
so
1, 2.
no.
Yeah. We hear ya.
The man with the man, the man with the plan, the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour. Good dog.
Woo!
Oh, don't bring Ric Flair into it now. I am the greatest bard the world has ever seen, Daddy.
Help me.
17 time world wrestling champion.
Although I was getting a little into Dusty there too. That I don't usually do that. But,
Yeah.
a little bit styling and profiling with the wrong guy in public, if you know what I mean, if you will.
Yeah.
What was that?
That's how the American dream Dusty Road used to talk, baby. Because I always went out of breath. I'm yelling. I said, reach out, touch my hand with your hand.
Yeah, he was a big dude.
Yeah.
And I have a little bit of a lisp, baby.
Yeah.
But the American dream love the people and the people love the dream.
All right. Well, welcome everybody. We have a couple of minutes after 8 p.m. It is a Thursday night, and we are on this here Twitch channel, so that must mean it is time for the Dragon of Icespire Peak. Oh, hey, whoever's doing something, please mute your mic. Horrible
Yeah,
noise.
Weasley.
Who is making bacon?
Yeah, please.
I think it's running a faucet.
Yeah. Okay, hang on.
Very hard water.
Oh, yeah, alright. I'm going to mute him for a moment. Alright. So, Wes, tell us when you are... Type when you are back to your computer. We have you muted. Too much background.
Oh,
Noise.
he just said he's here.
Okay, alright.
How did the sound of running water get that close to the mic?
Okay, alright. I think he must be on a...
The headset. I hope it's a headset.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Alright.
It must have just been interference because I used push to talk.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, it must have been some kind
Something
of.
like that? Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, we were getting all kinds of crazy interference type stuff. It sounded like you had walked away and were washing your hands at the sink or something like that.
I'm
All
sitting
right.
here at the
Put the
computer.
microphone in your hand.
Okay. Well, I am DM Gallibond, and tonight we have Wesley, James, Michael, Ivy, Vernon, and Chris here with us. And Wesley, as Ivy was saying, we had 2 new players that joined us last week that you did not get the pleasure of meeting. And so, if you wish, we'll go ahead and Wesley let you talk a little bit about your character to them, and then we'll let them introduce their characters to you. So let me go ahead and get Gorrim back over here. All right, so go ahead, Wesley, and let them know a little bit about Gorrim.
Gorrim is your typical dwarf. Loves combat, hates orcs. Follower of Clangadon, the warrior god of the dwarves. He's an armor smith, makes his own armor, that kind of thing. Loves his battle axe, loves to hit stuff with it.
Okay.
And he doesn't like magic and elves, so he makes fun of them all the time.
Yes. It would not be a D&D party without the dwarf and the elves occasionally getting on each other's cases. So Chris, tell Wesley a little bit about L.
Well, at first glance, you probably would think he's a human, but then you notice the obvious pointy ears, his average height, which presents himself as more of a human. His hairstyle, his clothes, etc., the way he talks. He's got a long tattoo down from his side of his face down to his neck, longbow, heavy crossbow strapped to his back. Looks like he's spent more days in the city than he has out in the woods, something that you're probably not familiar with when looking at an elf, but yeah, I guess that's
great. More pointy ears.
And Ivy, why don't you tell Wes a little bit about Hyza?
So Hyza's your typical cleric-looking female. The heavy armor, well, the medium armor in this case, I believe, but basically the armor on, the shields, the weapons. She's more to herself classified, but she isn't scared to think what she thinks is right. She wants to make a difference for the better and make the journey a better journey and a safer one at that. She has a small figure, but she also looks welcoming to go to. So, but don't let it fool you, because she isn't as weak as you think she is. But classified, cool, calm, collected. Yeah.
All right. Well, last time we finished up at the Nomengard, got all of the stuff dealt with there, came back to Phandalin, met up with the 2 new party members, and received 3 potential new quests. Barthen from Barthen's Provisions wants you to take a load of provisions off to the miners in Neverwinter Wood. And Halia from the Miners Exchange wants you to take a new foreman to the Mountain Toe gold mine. And then while you were talking to Halia, the town master burst in, puffing and blowing, and he is desperate for you to go check out the Butterskull Ranch that has been attacked by orcs, where there is a former sheriff of a town whose ranch has been hit. And apparently, what you finally got out of the town master, Harbin Wester, is that it was one of his ranch hands that rode into town with the news. The man had ridden all the way, day and night, was practically on death's door by the time he got here, and so he has been sent over to the midwife who is tending to his wounds at this point, and he's kind of sleeping it off. I believe you all had decided by the end of the session that the first thing you were going to do is head to the ranch and see about that. Did I recall that correctly?
Yeah, the plan was to go to Butterskull Ranch and then possibly go to the gold mine, back to the city, and then get ready to go to the loggers camp.
No, we were going to go to Butterskull Ranch, then come back to escort to the individual to the mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the ranch.
Yeah, because that is.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mine is an escort mission, so yeah, that would be in either on the way to the ranch or after you'd finished the ranch. Okay. Very cool. You had secured some horses, both Master Stonehill from the inn and Halia Thornton had some riding horses that you all could use, and you set off at dawn. And I am going to move us over to the Sword Coast. You set off at dawn from Phandalin here. And your journey... Go ahead.
Just as we depart, I send Bandit up ahead to scout out the way and communicate to him that if he sees anything, to come back within range to communicate what it sees.
Okay. All right. So you all head up, and about 10 miles, you get to the main Tribord Trail. And let me go ahead and see what he has discovered. All right.
And Bandit has a perception +3 on any perception checks.
Oh, okay.
And passive perception of 13.
Okay. And then he gets advantage on anything that he on perception checks with sight, right?
Sight and hearing.
Hearing
or sight. Yep.
Okay. So you guys get up to the Tribord Trail, and there's you don't have any messaging back from Bandit. And then you head off, let's say you go about 20 miles up the Tribord Trail, and you go about 15 miles up the Tribord Trail, and you take a little rest. And so then during your rest here, let's see. And there's nothing untoward from that. Okay, so then you start off from there again. You go about another 20 miles, about another 15 miles, and you stop for a midday meal. And during your midday meal, there's no danger has been cited by Bandit. And then you keep on going, and after about another 15 miles, you reach the ruins of the village of Coneyberry. Now, Coneyberry is a village that built up here many centuries ago and was at one time rather prosperous and popular, but there's some legends about some trouble that happened here, and the village was abandoned over 100 years ago. And as you near the village, Bandit does fly back towards you. You're maybe about a mile away from the village, and Bandit flies back within range and telepathically sends you a message and says, big 4 legs, no 2 legs. 3 4 legs, no 2 legs.
Okay, guys. Bandits telling me that up ahead, about a mile from here, we've got some creatures. We've got some big creatures on 4 legs. I'm going to tell my my group here that I'm going to go ahead and well, shoot, I can't do that. Okay, so I just say that there looks like there appears to be some big creatures up ahead, about a mile from here. No humanoid creatures though. That Bandit can see.
Okay. All right.
And they are in, and it's in Coneyberry, or a mile from Coneyberry. That
you're a mile from Coneyberry.
We're a mile from Coneyberry. Okay.
When you get that message from Bandit.
Okay, so I suggest we stealthily approach Coneyberry as we get a little closer.
Okay. All right. So you all get, it's gentle rolling terrain here. You're not really in what would be considered hills, but there's some swales and stuff off in the distance, and you come up over a bit of a rise, and you see some trees out there, and kind of at the edge of your sight you can see sort of the edge of what looks like some toppled buildings that might well be Coneyberry. So what is everyone's plan as you get here? Abinadom, you got stealth of 21. Okay.
Ouch.
Yeah, and if once we get within a range of town where I can look through Bandit's eyes, I'm going to tell someone to kind of just watch over me while I look through Bandit's eyes to get a better idea of what the owl is seeing.
Okay, and what is that? I'm going to go back through this find familiar.
Did we ever stop by town at any point?
You were in Phandalin to start. Yes.
No, I meant since we've been out adventuring and gotten some gold.
Oh, yes. There they got the gold last week from the Nomergon and the Dwarven. From the Nomergon and the Dwarven.
From Nomengard, and then we collected all the payments.
Yep.
So if I'd had enough gold while we were in town, I would have liked to purchase some plate mail.
Okay. Let's see.
Don't think there's.
I have no idea how much gold we got.
We've got 200 gold, 60 silver, 60 silver, and 119 copper. That's our party supply.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right. And this.
So Find Familiar is only 100 feet. So I basically, as we get with, if I can see where I might, well, I'll leave it up to you. But if we're still far away, I don't want to do that until we get a bit closer, unless obviously we perceive something sooner.
Okay. You all decide. Well, some of you at least decide it would be a good idea to stealth. So Abinadom and Dorzaphir, we know you guys are trying to stealth. Abinadom, kind of gently lights to the ground and finds some tall grass and practically disappears in it. Dorzaphir sort of catches his foot in the stirrup as he's trying to dismount his horse.
That's the worst roll I've ever had when it comes to stealth.
And he falls to the ground with a thud, and he goes, "Ah, crap!" And Dorzaphir, you don't take any damage. You're not hurt. There's no, you don't have any injuries from that. But everybody else kind of...
Ow, that's smarted.
Other than having to endure Gorrim laughing at him.
Yeah. It's,
I'm watching you, dwarf.
Everybody kind of tenses up a little bit, and there doesn't seem to be any reaction from that. So what's everybody else doing? Gorrim, are you going to try to stealth or what?
Gorrim does not stealth. Gorrim wouldn't even bother to try. He'll just stand in the middle of the road.
Okay. Okay. What's Finn going to try to do?
Do we know where the animals are in relationship to where they're walking? The two guys that are trying to stealth?
No. He hasn't gotten close enough to be able to look through Bandit's eyes to exactly see where they are. It's just somewhere up ahead.
I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, there's no stealthing right at this point. Finn is actually going to try to align himself in some sort of marching order.
Okay. But
the two guys that are walking ahead of him are already kind of establishing it.
Well, Abinadom's going to be kind of off to the side. I'm not going to be on the main road. I'm kind of disappearing a little bit. So I'll be with the group, but just off to the side.
Okay. Ivy or Hyza, what would Hyza like to do?
She won't be too worried about stealthing just yet or trying to make the horses go a little bit more quieter. She'll just be riding like normal, but keeping her eye out if she sees anything or hears anything.
Okay, and Elle. What would Elle like to do? Chris, we're not hearing you.
Who was the guy that had the...
lights on, but he's not making sound.
Oh, yeah, Chris, your mic.
You should be able to hear me now. I was muted, sorry.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
Who was the guy that had the familiar?
Abinadom.
I'm going to act as a sentry, like right on his heels, watching over his shoulder and watching his back with the cross.
Yeah, and I'm not looking through his eyes yet, but when I do, you're my companion.
Okay. Okay, so you guys move ahead, and you there's some sparse trees around. It's still evidence that at one point this part of the forest had been cut down and cut back so they could put a village there, and there probably were some farmsteads out on the edges of the village, and most of that ground is still pretty open. There's some shrubs that have grown up, but it's not, there's no woods. On your map, you see that there's a dense forest known as the Neverwinter Wood, but all throughout this area, it's kind of little patches of woods here and there. And this is even a little sparser in this area where the town was. And so as you get, let's say, when everybody gets about 500 feet away, it's not quite completely dusk, but the sun is kind of going down. So everybody go ahead and give me a perception check. Or if you think you have a good passive perception, you can tell me what your passive is.
Natural 20.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
Roll 20 doesn't like me tonight.
All right.
It's been super laggy for a couple hours now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, I'm seeing everybody so far except for Wes's
Gorrim
perception
doesn't
check.
have much of a perception.
Okay, all right. Well, the good news is Abinadom and Ivy, you all from this distance, you think you see what Bandit was talking about, or what he was trying to tell you. You see that there are some horses, and they look like riding horses, but you don't think they have any saddles on them. And they appear to be near the center of what's probably the ruins of this village, and they're just sort of grazing on the grass there.
Horses. Okay.
And there's 3 of them.
4 legs.
Yep. 3 of them.
I'm going to have to teach Bandit the difference between threatening and non-threatening 4-legged creatures.
An owl?
Well, owls are wise. Owls are wise. All right, so Abinadom's going to stealthily walk up and get a better look at these horses.
Okay. As you get closer, as you guys get closer, go ahead and give me another perception check. See what you notice. Okay.
Wrong.
Wow.
Wow, that's pretty much almost everybody except for except for Dorzaphir and L.
But say my roll 20 and me aren't getting along.
Yeah. All of the rest of you notice that branded on the hindquarters of these horses are the letters B-A-K. B as in Bravo, Alpha, Kilo.
Does it look like a clean brand, or is it like something funky?
Oh, looks like a clean brand. Looks like one they've probably had for a while.
Fellas, I think these come from the ranch.
Yeah, Butterskull Ranch. Maybe Butterskull. I don't know.
Is anyone going to approach the horses?
Oh, yeah, Abinadom was approaching the horses. Yeah.
Okay, give me an animal handling check. Or tell me what your... Well, there's no such thing as passive animal handling, so go ahead and give me an animal handling check.
What?
Oh.
When you're talking about horses, it kind
It
of
was,
is.
it was almost an 18.
There we go. There we
Okay.
go. Finally.
Yeah, Abinadom, as you move up, the horses they kind of raise their heads and they turn in your direction and they take a few steps back, and they get that look like maybe they're thinking about bolting, and then Dorzaphir comes up. And Dorzaphir, what do you do to sort of reassure these horses as you approach them?
So I'm just quietly talking, like calmly, like you're talking to a child. Just go, calm, fellas, calm.
And they sort of turn and they look and they seem to forget about Abinadom, and a couple of them will actually kind of take a few tentative steps towards Dorzaphir.
And
then
I
when
start
you get,
gently rubbing one, just slowly rubbing it.
yeah, and it accepts that, and it seems, and then another one kind of comes up, and you notice it's kind of nuzzling at the pocket of your jacket, like maybe it's looking for an apple or sugar or whatever, thinking that you might have something for it.
I pull out a little sweet for it, I think I got something in my pocket.
All right, and it happily chomps that down, and pretty soon all three of them are up there, and they seem definitely they seem like they're tame. They have been broken, and you can tell that yes, they are riding horses, and the brand definitely is means they belong to somebody.
So can I, since I can tell they're already broken horses, I think, who has some rope? Hold on. Does anybody have any rope? Yeah, I think we should take these horses back to the ranch.
Long ears, you know that in some places horse theft is punishable by execution.
I don't have any long ears. But, yeah, thanks for that. But, no, we're not stealing these horses. We're taking them back to the ranch. The mark on the back of their hind end says BAK. It's the Butterskull Ranch brand.
Gorrim's going to start looking around for the riders of these horses. Horses don't usually just wander around by themselves.
Well, the ranch was attacked, so they probably escaped their pens, or there's no saddles.
There's no saddles.
Right.
Yeah, there's no saddles, there's no bit and bridle. So these horses, definitely they probably escaped from something, or they were let go from something. And as you guys look around, you all can give me perception checks if you want to see if you can see like any accoutrements, like where people may have put their saddles or riding gear or anything.
Wow.
Also, would I have already passed him the rope?
Yeah, you can pass him the rope. Okay, yeah, you guys don't see any signs that people have been here in quite a while. So, and like there's no piles of gear. And you would think that if somebody had unsaddled the horses, they probably would have hobbled them and left at least the bridles tied to something so that they would be tied, but it doesn't look like there's anything. So
with that animal check, couldn't I assume that they wasn't ridden recently and stuff because they were so skittish?
Yeah, I mean they certainly don't appear to be sweating as though they had just been ridden a great deal, and they don't seem to be tired like they've been pushed. You guys are all on horses that have ridden pretty much most of the day, and they're pretty much ready for a rest. And I think you all had planned to sort of make camp here or stay here at Coneyberry, so you can find a place to hobble your horses and these horses overnight if you want to take a long rest, or even if you want to just take a short rest and then try to push on to Butterskull Ranch by night.
How far are we from the ranch right now, from Coneyberry?
You're about 10 miles. 5 or 10 miles.
So they came a little bit away then. That's not normal.
It is if they slowed down. Something is I can't answer. Wait a minute. Then rolls a nature check to see if he knows as much about horses as Vernon does. Okay.
Nice.
If they had exited for a while and were gone for a while, they would be calm at a distance because they don't know better.
That's fair.
They would act as they did towards strangers. That's reasonable. It was favorable, but it was reasonable if the horse was in a good mood and if it was hungry, which it was.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we can take from this that something happened a time ago, that the horses seemed to be uninjured. Therefore, somebody in the ranch decided they needed to let these horses run for it. But it was some time ago, and now the horses are kind of settled. So they will probably actually just settle into a pack of other horses, which is what we have.
Fair. Okay, so let's just hitch them up.
What time is it?
It's about dusk.
So like
you've been riding
6?
most of the day.
6 o'clock? 6, 7,
yeah, 6,
8.
7 o'clock, yeah.
Okay.
You're
Well,
still
should
into
we-
like late spring, so
Should we camp out here? I don't mind taking watch. I only need 4 hours, so I can let you guys rest. I can send Bandit out to keep an eye from the west, or excuse me, from the east.
I only need 4 hours.
I'm
Well,
cool.
how about we take turns and
Split
let
it?
everybody else split? Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, so Abinadom is going to take first watch. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I send Bandit off 100 feet to the east. I'd have him perch in a tree to just look out to the east, and I'll take the first watch.
Okay. All right. Okay, so everybody, you have an evening meal. Do you make a campfire or have a cold meal?
I would say
Do you want to play it safe, guys?
I think if the horses rested here, they know it's safe here. I think we're safe to do what we please.
that's fair.
Okay.
Unless they happen to be heading here, which ain't likely to be the case.
Yeah, we have a small campfire. It ain't bonfire size.
Okay. All right. So you make a small campfire. It's a merry little campfire. And anything anybody wants to do in particular before they turn in for the evening?
I'm going to find the highest point I can to meditate and to take my watch after what's his name comes out of it.
Abinadom.
Rooftop or a tall tree, anything of the sort.
Okay, yeah, there's a mostly collapsed building where it still has kind of an intact roof. The walls have sort of fallen and the roof has settled onto something, but it seems stable. And so you can climb up on that. And, there's a bit of an old chimney that you can sort of lean up against while you're taking your rest there. And
perfect.
okay.
Also, truth is, if the horse knows the feeling of knows the smell of something that was dangerous, then the horses will know well before we will if that thing is coming this way.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let Abinadom know where I'm going before I go.
Okay. All right. So, Abinadom, during your watch, go ahead and give me a perception check, if you will.
And is this for me or for Bandit?
This is for you.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
Okay. All right. Well, you're there, and you hear the sounds of the insects, and the sound of the wind, and it starts making you think about some of the lessons that you were being taught in magic school, magic college, and you were there was always this one where it talked about using wings of insects and something about generating a breeze, and you kind of start thinking about that, and then after a while you realize, oh crap, it's the end of your watch, it's time to wake up, or time to get
L.
Yes.
All right, so he told me where he was at, so I quietly walk over to him and wake him up.
Okay.
Or just get his attention.
I probably would have told you just to bang on the side of the building a couple times.
Yeah.
Bang, bang. I knock.
I wake too.
All right. And then, L, when you take up your watch, go ahead and roll me a perception check for yourself. Okay. Well, you are listening to the sound of the night insects, and you start looking around at the ruins of this village, and it kind of takes you back, and you remember a time maybe a year ago where you and your buddy had gone into a small village, and you were starting to work your plan there in the village, and then something almost derailed it, because there was a pair of really cute looking serving wenches at the local inn, and you were thinking, oh, maybe this would be a nice place to settle down. And you guys had talked to each other about, well, what would we do if we, left the life of the road and we got married and we stayed here? And you were getting to the point of just going to start asking these girls about something when a patrol of soldiers from Neverwinter came through, and two of the soldiers in that patrol were actually natives of this village that you were at, and they were the betrothed of the two serving wenches. And they took them with them back off to Neverwinter, where they were going to be married. And so you guys got kind of bitter about it, and you just robbed the town blind, and then barely escaped with your skins about a 10-day after the soldiers left. So that, and you kind of are smiling about that, and as you do, you realize, oh, the sun is coming up. It's morning time. So you kind of had gotten lost in that memory, that daydream for it. But everybody is still there, and nobody has been eaten in the middle of the night, so no harm, no foul.
Like I always told Jack, we're not running. We didn't take enough.
And so then you get the horses, and as Finn predicted, as soon as you guys start heading off, you sort of tie a lead to the 3 riderless horses, but they really don't even need it. They, as your horses start to move off towards the ranch, they come along with you. And it's about 10 miles to get to the ranch. And we're going to pick this up when you guys are close enough to sort of see what's going on, and I will point out some features for you here. I'm going to go ahead and move that. Okay. All right. So, and I'm just going to bounce around the map a little bit. So hold on to your mice. Over here we have, Over here we have an orchard. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. And then we have some gardens here. There's a cornfield. Actually, there's a lot of cornfields. There's a little pond here. There is a barn that has been destroyed. It's charred, and it's not smoking, but it's charred. And there's a pasture over here. On the far side of the pond, there's a smithy. And then there is a farmhouse that appears to be intact. And beyond the farmhouse is what looks like a little outhouse. And this farm sits down in a bit of a swale. You guys are on the Tribor Trail, which is this road here. And so your path would be coming in something like this, you know, as you decide to approach. And then over here, the land rises up. The land here is probably about 50 feet higher than it is over the farmland. And then once again, on the far side of the farm, it's probably about 40 feet higher up here than it is in the farm itself. And the pond is sort of a natural low point in this whole little area between these little swales and little rolling plains that are in this area. So if you guys are out here, for instance, at the edge of this trail, where would you want to head?
Abinadom's going to send Bandit over to check out the farmhouse, just to circle above, see if he sees anything.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Hey, DM, are these tree rows here, or are they fencing, like right here?
That's fencing. The trees would be in the orchard over here, in this area.
Oh, I zoomed in. Okay,
Okay,
that's smart. Yeah, so yeah, it is fencing. Okay. Well, right out here, right before we get close, to be safe, I want to hitch my horse and the 3 horses up, like right here, just to keep them away from if there is anything going to go down. I want to keep just safely at a distance and just hitch them up.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
And I'll let everybody else know. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we should hitch our horses up here and we should go on foot from the rest of the way.
Okay. Now, the scale on this map is a little off because they created both an indoor and an outdoor map on the same virtual map. I have the indoor map hidden right now because as you guys get closer, I'll deal with that. But so you're just think of each of those squares that you see on the grid there. Instead of thinking of them as 5-foot squares, think of them as like about 25-foot squares. So yeah. So yeah, it's yeah. So
it's about a mile, I'd say, wouldn't it? About a mile from the main house. 90 times, 100 feet.
Oh, 9,000 feet. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
You said 25 foot, so I was so that would be 4. So every 4 would be
5.
Yeah. So every 4 squares would be 100 feet. So,
There's 450 feet here.
A mile's like 5,000 feet or something, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, it's 5,000, 6,000 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be 100. That would be 200. That
Yeah,
would
you're looking at less than
300,
about 2,000 feet.
Oh, then we're good. Yeah, I was just saying, like right here.
Yeah.
That's
I don't mind walking or hiking in. You know what I'm saying? I just the reason I was saying if we hitch them here, it's because I don't want they could spook, they could make a noise, and if we're trying to be as gentle as possible getting in here, that's the last thing I want. Stealthily, it's the last thing I want is the horses to spook people. Or
I think maybe we should put the orchard in between the horses and the cabin. Maybe block line of sight.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I think we should come over here, post our horses here, and walk
The cabin's
kind of
just
stealthily in through the orchard.
cabin's in
that.
bow range, so it's not too far away to put in perspective.
All right.
That's fair. We can do that.
Well, there is an opening right here that we can go in instead of going up here to up here.
Yep. There's a kind of a little opening in the fence right there.
Here,
that you can go through. Yeah.
multiple.
So, all right. So, you guys go ahead and hobble the horses. While you're doing that, Abinadom sends Bandit up. He flies around a little bit, and he flies back. And then let me see. What is he? Oh, yeah, yes. Okay. He will report. He'll report when he comes back, Abinadom. He says noise in two-leg nest.
Okay, guys, it looks like there's definitely some activity going on in the barn, or the farmhouse. And it's that's all I've got right now.
I'm going to try to stealth my way up closer to get a better perspective of the farmhouse.
Okay. So go ahead.
That's a little better.
Little better. Okay. Go ahead and ping the map where you want to be. Okay.
About right there.
All right.
And while he's doing that, I want to send Bandit to this little area right here.
Okay.
Are there high points of those ruins?
No,
They're completely collapsed.
Yeah, it's pretty collapsed. As when Bandit goes over there and then he comes back close enough to tell you, and he says, man nest burned.
Okay, it's a burned structure.
Yeah.
Doesn't appear to be any movement.
No.
Oh, I was just saying that to the group.
I think we are strongest at range. I think our best bet here is to try to coerce them out. What do you think?
Okay.
We don't know if they're beasts, dude.
Regardless of what they are,
For all we know.
close quarters are going to be pretty much of a disadvantage.
Okay. 2 other things that I should tell you. Actually, when Bandit comes back with from scouting the barn, and he will say several 2 legs lying down, many flies.
Oh.
Okay, it looks like we've got a couple bodies on the ground outside the farmhouse. May be deceased for quite a while.
What can I see from where I'm at right here, though?
Okay. As you guys have walked through the orchard and through the fields and the garden, you occasionally will hear a and then you'll notice a pig. Not a wild boar, but a pig that looks like it probably was raised by somebody. That's sort of snuffling around in the vegetation, looking to see what it can find to eat. And they mostly ignore you, but they're just a few of them wandering around. A couple of them are like eating, chewing on some sort of vegetation or something that's there on the ground. From where you are, Dorzaphir,
yeah, I'm right, about right here.
Looking this way, okay, that's going to be around 3 times 5, about 150 feet. Yeah, you can see that it looks like there's you can see at least 3 bodies from your vantage point that are laying kind of near the end of this path here. One of them looks a little bit larger and darker than the others, but there's 2 of them that look like, they probably have a shirt like you might see somebody that's, works on a farm wearing.
Then I'm gonna signal Abinadom and L. I'm gonna signal and just be like, hey, come towards me, and we go towards the house. Like just sitting there, just like kind of hand signals and just getting their attention. Actually, wait, screw that. I've got message. So I pull out my copper wire. I look at Abinadom. He's within 120 feet, right?
Sure,
he can be. Yeah.
So Abinadom.
Yeah.
But you can't reply till I'm done. It's like, Abinadom, you can come this way. Come towards me, and we'll head towards the house. Bring L with you. You can reply to this message.
All right, I'll grab L and I could cast one of you guys invisible as we get close. You guys will probably have better advantage with it than I could. So I'll grab Elle. We'll meet you in a sec. So I go over to Elle and I'm like, hey, Dorzaphir's asking to go up and join him, and we're going to stealthily make our way to the farmhouse. And I've got invisibility spell, so I can make one of you guys invisible to get even closer once we get up there.
I point to my heavy crossbow. I'm not one of the close type. Maybe one of the others can take advantage of that.
All right, I can make I can give it to Dorzaphir. I could cast Dorzaphir invisible. All right, so I'm going to stealthily walk up to Dorzaphir and let him know that Elle decided to hang back a little bit.
No, I'm coming with you. I just didn't want the invisibility.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right, we go together.
Okay, so I am going to reveal a bit of this map, and I don't really like the way they made this because it's hard to reveal.
Does the fog of war mess up on it?
Well, the fog of war doesn't work the dynamic lighting doesn't work very well. The fog of war works fine, but when they do something funky, like trying to put too much stuff on a map, then it's hard to reveal the spots that you want to without revealing too much. All right. So, as you approach, now this is a scale. This grid over here, well, I'm going to move our point of view. This is 5 feet to a grid. So you approach this house, and this house is approximately 40 feet by 70 feet. I'm going to say, because you were approaching from far away, you could kind of see there's what looks like a well on the far side of the house. But as you kind of get up closer here,
which side's the front side?
The front side appears to be the front door here,
because that looks like a cellar door in the back right there.
It looks like a top floor to me. Second floor.
So the okay, you guys.
And before we get any closer, I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. I am going to go actually, Gorrim. If you'll let me, I'm going to move you back over here for a moment, and I'm going to put everybody over here. L. Well, oh, dang it.
Elle's so huge.
You got huge.
Finn. Let's see, Dorzaphir. Oops.
I got huge.
No wonder you're filling your stealth rolls.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. And then Abinadom. Okay. All right. So, oh, whoops. Show that. Okay, I'm going to just double check everybody's token to make sure, because not all of you are set up correctly for whatever reason. Okay, and then Finn. Okay, don't anybody move their tokens around because we're not done yet. I'll tell you when you can move. You can check check to be sure that you are able to move, but just don't wander off too far. Okay, and we'll do that. Then we'll make sure Gorrim is there and there and there. Okay, and yep. Okay, so nope, I do not yet have this one. Okay, now all 5 of you should be able to control your own tokens, and you should be there. So let me tell you what you see before you go running off. Farmhouse is a 2-story log building with a pitched shingled roof and a stone chimney. Its wooden doors are set with iron handles and hinges. The windows are fitted with wooden shutters that can be bolted shut from inside. All the shutters are open. So before you go up there, does anybody want to roll a any kind of perception check or anything like that to see what you all notice? And I'm going to try to give you a sense of where the windows are by revealing a little bit more of the walls.
I'm gonna walk up to L and just let him know, hey, I'm gonna transcend a bandit and get a closer look.
Sounds good. If you find one stray, have your bird help me out. I can take him out.
Okay, and then for the top floor.
Whoa!
So the owl rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
God.
So I get to see whatever, hopefully, is in that building.
Okay.
I'm probably about 20 feet in front of y'all. Like y'all are behind me because I'm just like slinking up there.
Okay, this.
Yeah, I'm just within 100 feet, just so I can make sure I'm with Bandit.
Yeah. All right, so go to that. We will go to that.
I was going to say, Abinadom, did you make me invisible?
Not yet.
Okay.
I wanted to see what we saw first before we did that. But I can do that. Just let me know.
Okay.
Okay, so let us deal with what. Let us deal with. Yeah, and actually, that's a. Oh. Okay. Actually, that doesn't. That's not quite the way that works. But all right.
Do I not?
You're out. Yeah. You get it. You get advantage, but it was adding it together, so you actually get a 23 because the owl.
Oh yes. Yeah, that's right.
Either a 10 or a 23. Okay.
Yes.
So as the owl is flying up, and I think I do still have. Did I ever make?
You did make a little owl token. But...
I made an owl at one point. Oh, it's because it's on the artwork side. Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. Bandit. And because I have to do this, I have to say bandit. And then I have to go over here and say Abinadom, and then I have to change the dimensions.
That one.
So it's
and
35
that
by 35. Okay. Oh, hold on. All right.
Tiny.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. So as he flies along, actually he is looking. Now you're on the bottom floor. So up here is the upper floor. And as he flies close, I am going to go ahead and move Bandit.
Okay, I'll let you go.
Okay. As he flies close, he sees a figure inside one of these windows. In fact, he sees figures inside all of these windows. And as he gets to about here, where he is, a javelin is hurled out of this window at the owl. And so let's see.
Lovely.
That is a 14. So let's see.
Oh. My armor class is 11.
Okay. All right. So
With a javelin?
He is hit with a javelin
He's
for
dead.
8 points of damage,
He
and
disappears.
a cloud of feathers. Cloud of feathers flies up, and you hear these shouts from inside, and
I guess I don't like owls.
in very guttural voices.
Talk about overreact.
So I was looking through his eyes. So how many what exactly and how many?
Well, you caught a glimpse of what looked like an orc, and you could see one at this window. You could see one at this window, and you could see a shadow at this window and a shadow at this window. Although his angle didn't really let him see exactly what it was, but it's a good bet that if there's 2 orcs, there's probably more orcs.
All right, got it. Oh, okay, good.
And the screaming that you hear from inside does indeed sound like the noise that you might expect orcs to make.
Is anyone telling Gorrim there's orcs in the building?
Well, I haven't done that yet. I was waiting for a moment. Can I do that now?
Yeah, you can go ahead
Okay.
and do that now.
All right, guys. I just lost Bandit. Apparently, we've got multiple orcs in the farmhouse, stationed at windows on the second story. They took out Bandit pretty quick with the javelin.
Of course, they're going to take the highest vantage point. It's just...
And as you are telling them that, this door here bursts open, and 1 orc spills out, 2 orcs spill out, 3 orcs spill out, and there's a 4th orc you can see at the doorway. And they are all brandishing great axes. And so I think this would be, let me just double check. No, I hadn't done it, so I'm going to remove all the turns. This would be a good time for everybody to roll initiative. Okay, Gorrim, since you jumped the gun, I will go ahead and... oh, okay. That's cool. Okay. All right. And then I am going to roll for...
Nice.
For the orcs, we'll just put them on. Oh wow. Okay, so
No, me and the orcs match initiative.
no. 20 point. What is there? 20.12. Okay.
16 is my dexterity.
Well, no, it's 20 modified. Yours is 21 modified, so you're still ahead of them.
Oh, that's Chris. Chris is 21. Mine, I don't think showed up on the tracker. I forget to always click my token. Yeah, I always forget to click my token before I hit initiative on Roll20 or D&D Beyond.
Okay, Dorzaphir, 20.16. Okay,
Yes,
all right.
sir.
Excellent. And then we will go ahead and put it in descending order. And that means that L is up first. So, L, what would you like to do now that you see a bunch of orcs boiling out of the...
I'm naturally going to take a shot at the closest one here.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your attack. Oh, 13. Okay, that is actually going to hit. And 13 is exactly what you need to hit these guys. For 10 points of damage, and he is bloodied with a crossbow bolt sticking out of him. Okay.
And I'm going to run.
Okay.
25, 30, right here.
Well, are each of those 5?
Yeah, well, we'll say
Okay.
that now that you're in battle, just
They're
ignore
Got it.
ignore the terrain, and we'll say that those are 5-foot squares for the sake of movement. Which reminds me, we do have a rather large map here, so I am going to say that the far fence line, this fence line over here, is safety. If you all decide that you need to run from the battle, you run, you get past that fence line, you will be considered out of the battle, which means that you won't be attacked anymore, but you cannot return to the battle until the encounter is over. So,
Missed the fence line. Click it.
Yep, this fence line over here.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
The
No
far
wonder,
side.
The map was too big.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, the one on the far side. So now I'm going to recenter us back on the action of the battle, and that was L. Dorzaphir, you are up. What would you like to do?
I'm going to take a shot at the one that's bloodied with my light crossbow.
Okay.
Let me roll that 80-foot range. I should be within range.
Yeah. Let's see. I think you are. Yeah. 65.
Cool. Did it go through? Hold on.
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, it's going to make me click it. Okay, hold on. There we go.
13. That's exactly what you need to hit. Okay. Now, yeah, no sneak attack at this point. But so he sprouts a second crossbow, and he looks pretty bad, but he's still up. Are you going to move?
I'm going to bonus action hide. Is there any something I can duck behind?
Yeah, there's some. This is like tall grass, so you can go ahead and try to take a hide act. Move a little bit behind a clump of grass and try to hide.
Okay, hold on. It's because I'm
Yeah.
doing it through Beyond 20. It's acting up a little bit tonight.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You do need to move before you hide. You can't just try to hide in place, because if you don't move, they know exactly where the shot came from. And it doesn't do you any good to try to hide where you shot from. Yeah.
There you
okay.
go.
All right. So now you have a 15. All right, great. Then we are to the orcs. Okay, so this orc is going to go. How far can they go and do something? I think they have only 30 feet, right? So there's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And yeah, it's not very good. Brandishes a great axe, so he's just going to then do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This guy will do the same, get to about there. This guy he is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to go over there. Then we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Another one comes out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 10, 15, 20, 25. Another one comes out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
It's an orc house party.
And then this guy comes out. 5, 10, 15, 20. That guy comes out. This guy comes out. And then this guy is right at the door. All right. So, and then you all hear shouts from the upper floor windows. And some of those shouts from the upper floor windows sound like they're receding. Like perhaps they are moving to come downstairs. All right. But they're not close enough to do anything, take any attacks. So, Gorrim, you are up. Okay, which one are you attacking? That guy there? Okay, 13.
Sorry, disconnected as soon as I hit the talk button. 13 on the one south of me.
Yep, okay. And that will bloody him. He is not dead, but he definitely felt that. So that was a little bit of move. You do have some movement left, but I think you would be open to opportunity attacks if you moved anywhere else.
Yep.
So I'm going to presume you'll stay there. Hyza, you are up.
Hyza will cast Bless on Orc. I don't know his name yet. This one.
Yeah. Now, Bless allows you to get 3 people. Yeah. So
Finn and Abinadom.
Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and put the Bless. Okay. On the 3 of them. So that's just a reminder to me and to you guys that little symbol with the wings means you all have the Bless. And that's going to allow you to add a D4 to any attack roll or saving throws, or to all of your attack rolls or your saving throws for up to a minute as long as Hyza retains concentration. So the one thing that means, Hyza, is if you have any other spells that have the tag of concentration, you cannot cast those while Bless is up. Or you could cast them, but it would make the Bless go away.
I'll move 10 feet up here. And that will be my turn.
Okay. Finn.
Also,
Looks
what?
around.
Sorry. What icon do you like to use concentration for? Or do you just try and keep it in mind?
You would, if you want to cast a spell, look at the description of the spell, and it will tell you.
No, like the icon, like
what you
the
can
bless
do-
for icon.
Click on
Use
your-
one for.
What you do is click on your token and click on the little circle. Scroll to when it pops up. You should see a little clock. That's the one most people use, like that right there.
Yep.
You just click on the clock,
Yep.
and that reminds you have concentration up.
Clock. Okay.
Yep, I've got it.
You can also,
Okay.
if you hover over it and hit a numpad number, you can put a counter on it.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Finn, we're up to you.
Finn looks around aggravated at the two that are already backing off. Come on, bro, you're leaving us up here. But watch this.
And Gorrim has a look of joy in his eyes.
Finn backs around to right about there. Check the range. The spell he had to choose because of its name. Crown
Crowna.
of Madness!
Okay. What is your spell save DC?
Okay, let me look it up. Is it on the sheet? I keep forgetting that.
Yep, it's on your character sheet. Should be with your spells.
14.
14. And you're doing our buddy in the middle here?
No, the guy at the door.
Oh, okay, the guy at the door. Okay. So his wisdom is that. And when he rolls it, it is... Oh, that's a failure. That's a failure. So let me put a... Oh, what's a good one? Yeah, we'll just do that. Hey... And so you can tell that your spell landed on him, and he kind of gets a fiery glaze in his eyes, and he's looking around, and he's gripping his axe tighter. Starts to foam at the mouth a little bit, and I think. Okay, yeah. So, and the twisted crown of jagged iron appears on his head. What does your crown of madness look like, Finn? When Finn does it, does it have a special color to it, or a cast to it, or any kind of design on it, or anything that makes it uniquely Finn's?
Yeah, let me work on that for a minute.
Okay. When we come around to your turn again, we'll let you describe what that looks like. So you have a couple of minutes to think about it. All right. Clearly, that one has been affected by a spell. Do you want to say anything to your friends?
Watch this.
Okay. All right. That crown appears, and he says, "Watch this." So you guys can make of that whatever you will. Abinadom, you are up. What would you like to do?
So do I have a clear shot here? Can I see that? I mean, there's black. Okay.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and.
I assume so, since it's.
Yeah.
Okay. So, 60-foot range here. I'm gonna go ahead and cast web. About right here, and that should get all of these guys right here.
Fill a 20-foot cube. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw a shape. Here, I will draw a 20 by 20 cube, and then we will move it wherever you want it to be. So let me start with the drawing. 10, 15. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15. No. There we go. That's 20 by 20. That's 20 by 20. Okay, so where would you like it to be? Is that good, or
Yep.
do you want it?
Perfect.
Okay.
Right there.
All right. So then all of those guys need to do a
14. My DC is 14.
Okay, and that doesn't happen until they start their turn. Okay. All right. So, but remind me when you get there. Okay.
And then I'm going to move.
Okay. Go ahead. Move wherever you wish to go.
I'll go right there.
Okay. All right. And we are back to L.
Oh, my line of sight. Rip my line of sight.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good, man. How tall is this grass, the green and the yellow?
The grass is, it's like 4 or 5 feet tall. And it's sparse. It's grass, so like you can see what's going on up there. Now you're a fighter, right? Or did you take a level?
I am a fighter. Yep.
Okay. So
I'm interested in my hiding ability. If I'll be able to hide in this grass.
okay. As a fighter, Oh, okay. Mask of the One, you have to hide even you're like. Yeah, you can hide in that. I'm not sure. Mechanically, I don't think that's going to do anything for you, because even if you fire with a ranged weapon without being a rogue, you don't really get. You get advantage on your attack, but you won't get.
That's
any
exactly what I'm looking for.
Okay. All right.
Action surge
So
make use of. So.
Okay. All right. So, and I will tell you, just like I told Dorzaphir, don't use all your movement before you attack, because if you make an attack from one location and you're hidden, that gives away where you are. If you want to hide for your other location, you probably want to move before you try to move before you fire again, because then you'll be, you'll lose that hiding thing. So at least save 5 feet of your movement.
So I moved 25 feet. I'm going to use my action to hide. You need to stealth.
Okay.
Do you need stealth?
Yes. Okay. 18. That beats their. Yep, that beats their passive. So go ahead and attack.
Do you have a clear line of sight on this guy?
Oh yeah.
Take a shot at him.
Okay. All right. So the 15 will hit. Now, because you have a crossbow. Oh, wait a second. Let me double check.
I can attack twice with it unless I have a feat.
Yeah, and let me just double check in 5th edition.
Just rolled twice because I forgot that it rolled an advantage automatically.
Okay. All right. Yep. Okay. So in 5th edition, both heavy and light are loading. In older editions, heavy had a property where you could only fire it every other round because it took a whole round to reload it. This edition, that's not the case. Okay, so a 15 will hit. So go ahead and roll your damage. 12. Okay, and you were going at this guy here?
Sorry, I had this guy right here.
Yep, okay. So 12, he is bloodied. All right.
Pop that so we know I used it.
Yep. Okay, and Dorzaphir, you are up.
Dorzaphir is going to be fancy. I'm going to attack this orc right here with firebolt.
Ooh, firebolt.
I'm gonna sling some spells.
Okay. And it's an attack roll, and you have an ally next to it. So, being hidden, you'll get advantage on the attack, and then because your ally is there, you can. So go ahead and.
There we go.
That 14 will hit, and go ahead and roll.
Yeah, what would that be?
What's the damage die?
It's 1d10 on firebolt.
Oh, so add your sneak attack dice. So at fourth, are you third level or fourth level?
Fourth level.
So I think you get 2d6. Is that what you get for sneak attack? Should be on your character sheet.
Let me look at it. Hold on. Sneak attack. 2d6, yeah. Fourth level 2d6. So
go ahead and roll 2d6 and add that to your damage. So 4 more damage, total of 6. How would you like to kill this orc?
So I see that Gorrim is sliced at him, probably hit him in the clavicle right beside the neck. I just sit there and I snap my finger as I'm pointing at it, and I kind of give like this little wink at Gorrim, like, hey, and then pow, just right in his face and just scorch his face off.
Oh, okay. Well, Gorrim, this bloodied orc falls to the ground, clutching its horribly burned and mangled, ugly face. And it is dead on the ground. All right. You going to move or?
Yeah, I'm going to move and bonus action hide.
Okay.
Like 5, 10, 15. I'll move right here and duck behind the weeds, I guess.
Okay, go ahead and roll your hide or your stealth check.
There we go. That's much better.
Yep. All right. And then the orcs go. And that orc bleeds. This orc is going to attack his great axe. Ooh! AC 24. I presume that's going to hit Gorrim. And that deals 9 points of damage. Just a hearty swing. This one gets his bloodlust up, and he runs in with his great axe. Oh my goodness.
24.
Another 24 for 7 more points of damage. Yeah, they only get 1 attack. All right. Actually, let's take care of this guy. So this guy is going to attack his buddy with his great axe. And he misses. And his buddy is going to go, "Oi!" And he is going to try to move. And he has to make a dex check because he's in the web. Oh.
Ouch.
He ain't moving, so let's see. He's stuck in the web. I might as well go ahead and do it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to do 4 more of those, so 2, 3, 4. That's another fail. Another fail. They all 4 failed. So they are all. Oh, yeah. All 5 of them fail. So they are all stuck in that web. God damn it. Okay.
Ha ha ha. Take that, you orcs.
Okay.
I wish I'd pull my wire out.
Say it again.
God.
I pull my wire out and I sit there and look at Abinadom and I say, and I whisper, I go, "Thank God you did something right for once. You can reply to this message."
What was that?
You can hear it in your head. Message is in your head. When you send the message, you can hear it and nobody else can. So it was like giving you a compliment.
I know. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Okay, so this guy, since he got attacked by his buddy, he turns around and hauls off and attacks him. So now the one with the crown is bloodied. These other guys, they just yell. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. And he's the last one that's going to be able to make an attack on. And Gorrim, a 13, that'll miss you, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and then this guy, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, he can only get there. So he can't get close enough to attack. There's you hear a voice from inside the house shouting, "Hey!" And then you hear more the sound of more voices from inside the house. So apparently, and you all don't hear any more voices from the windows upstairs. So apparently those guys are gone. And then this one just steps out and looks, sees his buddies trapped in the web. And then he's just like, okay, screw this. And he just runs off. Okay, so he's gonna run away. So he is off of the battlefield. All right. And we now have Gorrim. You are up. You have a target-rich environment there, sir. Okay. 11 points. Okay, so you get back 11 points of health.
Ooh.
There you go.
Okay. All right, now you've already used your bonus action. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, let's do one thing at a time. I don't know that anybody
The second win.
Yeah, okay. Hold on just a second. I don't know that anybody has rolled a critical hit yet in this game. So the way we do damage, or the way I do damage, is that on a critical hit, you get oh, that's weird. Oh, never mind. It's not a critical hit. Okay, so it's just 10 points.
No, it would turn green. It would have turned green if it was, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, which one were you attacking? The bloodied one? Okay, so
Yeah.
He is dead. How do you kill him?
Gorrim slams his axe into his head, and when his body falls, he puts his foot on his shoulder and snatches the axe back out and goes to swing again.
Okay, so he is dead. And then your action surge. So yes, you can take one additional action. All right, so go ahead. Or a possible phooey.
Ooh.
Oh well, I wanted to have it up. I wanted to use it while I had a bless up.
Yep. Okay. Well, Are you? No, I guess you probably won't move because of the opportunity attacks.
Nope.
Hyza, you're
Gorm's
up.
happy right where he's at.
Yeah. What would you like to do, Hyza?
It's a decision over one or two things, but she's going to move 10 feet between the dead orcs and the other orc, and I'm going to hit him with my quarterstaff.
Okay. All right. So 21 and for 8 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right. And that will bloody him.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. Finn, your cleric is wading into battle there.
Yeah. Whoever she is.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, it's the only girl in the group, so I guess I gotta pay attention. But let's get Gorrim his strike back. You see that guy right there? Run. This one whispers.
Ooh, DC 14 wisdom save. Well, wisdom is not exactly their strong suit. Oh, and he fails. Was it this one or was it this one?
The one that's closer to me over on the left here.
Okay, all right.
And whichever one's running away, I'll take my reaction to hit him.
Okay, 10 psychic damage. Ow. Okay, so he's bloodied. All right. And then... Oh, and that gives... Finn, that gives... Did you say that gives Gorrim an attack?
When the guy runs away.
Yeah, he has to run if he fails to save.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when he runs away on his... Yeah, okay. Let me just double check if that's on your turn or on his turn. Okay. It must immediately use its reaction. Okay, so it turns to flee and it falls to Gorrim's axe. How do you like to kill this one, Gorrim?
Just crush the back of his spine all the way down.
Okay, all right, and he falls. Boom. All right, you're rapidly running out of orcs here. Okay, nice turn there, Finn. Is there any visible effect from your dissonant whispers to your party, or does that just affect the creature?
Let's see what it says here. Oh, I meant that doesn't read it when I do it. Do that.
You have to go in the options and click it that way, and then make it read it out.
Make it read it out.
Oh, only one creature of your choice can hear, racking it with terrible pain. Yeah. Okay.
Well, there's a look of fear, obviously. That would be,
yeah. Okay.
That would be something.
Okay. All right. So, yes, Gorrim, this thing looks and then turns to try to run away, and you smack it and kill it. All right. Oh, and then okay, we have one more person, Abinadom. We're going to do your turn, and then we're going to take our break.
Okay, I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. And then, well, do I need to move more to get a clear shot at that?
You can see him. I mean, what are you trying to do?
I'm going to shoot him with a bow, with an arrow. Do I have?
Yeah, you can see.
Am
him.
I good? He's not going to be covered. Okay.
No.
So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, whoops. What happened there? Okay. And I get a +4 on that, right?
Oh, 1d4. 1d4.
1d4. Oh, I got to roll a 1d4, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be a 10, a total of 10, and that's a miss.
Crap.
Yeah, you see your cleric there, and you go, "Oh, I'm gonna try not to hit her," and you lead it too far, and it flies past the orc and lands in the grass over here somewhere. All right, and that will be the end of the round. We'll go ahead and take our break. I have 48 after. Let's go ahead and come back at the top of the hour. So grab something to drink, take a bio break, whatever. I want to put the music on, and then we will be back at the top of the hour to continue.
Good combo there.
I am back. Test 1, 2.
I hear.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Awesome. No, I'm just using my phone. I went to take a nicotine break. Oh, I know Gorrim's having one heck of a time right now, just bashing orc heads.
Absolutely. The thing he hates the most, orcs.
Yeah. No.
Say hi, Alex. Say hi. Say hi. Trying to get my little boy to say hi.
My little boy won't sit still long enough.
It's getting close to bedtime. He's gotten in my lap now.
Yeah. Oh. I heard, it was funny, Ivy, when you were laughing when I said, "Oh Lord, it's an orc house party," and you started rolling. Oh, that was funny. Chris is L. Ivy is Vernon is Finn. Wesley. Gorrim. James is Abinadom. That's right. I'm getting there. Yeah, Vernon. Remind me never to piss off Finn. As powerful as he is. Yeah.
Do your DDP yoga.
Right.
I'll be glad when the next
brother.
NASCAR comes on so I can record a new one for my son. He keeps watching the one from last week and he gets so upset when he sees that crash at the end where Newman got hurt.
Oh Lord. Ryan Newman, yeah. They say he's doing all right.
Yeah, I think yesterday afternoon he got released from the hospital to go home.
Yeah, it's all the new safety devices.
Oh, whoa.
My little boy is a big NASCAR fan. The boy, he'll sit for hours and watch NASCAR car. He'll watch the same one over and over again.
There you go.
It takes all his little cars and lines them up on the little stand in front of the TV, like just in the same order the race cars are in.
How old is he?
3.
Same age as my little boy. So yeah. I don't know what
Do
it
I
is.
hear a
them standing in front of I don't know what it is, them standing in front of the TV, but he'll do that. Like he was watching Ninja Turtles, he'll just stand in front of the TV and scream at the TV.
He'll call out the race car numbers as they go by. 14, 22.
Yeah. It's cute. Asking my little boys like.
He's got his first crush too. Blaze, the monster machines. They got a girl in there, Gabby, and when she comes on, he'll run over the screen and try to kiss her.
So cute.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my little boy's a flirt. He was 1 year old when we took him to the doctor for his 1 year checkup. He was flirting with the doctor, cooing at her and making winking his eyes and stuff.
My little boy's that way too. He's a big flirt. Anytime we go to like a play place or anything, boy, there's girls around. He'll chase the girls' coattails. He's always chasing the little girls around. I feel you on that. No, it's cute when I ask him. I say, "Nick, how old are you?" He goes, 3. It's like, that's right.
I took him to the racetrack back in October for the last race here locally, and we pulled up to the place, and you could hear him doing the qualifying runs, and he says, "Daddy, I hear them. I hear race cars."
That's so cute. Well, you have a local track too where you're at?
Yeah, just they got the lower tier racetrack, not the NASCAR ones, but the ones below it.
Yeah. No, we've got those. Nashville, Tennessee, where I live, there's one called Highland Rim. It's a low end track. Then we have a drag strip next to my house. That's pretty cool to go watch. And then we got they're about to bring NASCAR to Nashville, near downtown. So,
Nice.
mhm.
Well, you're not far from Bristol, then, are you?
Oh no, Bristol's about 8 hours from me. If I want to go to Bristol,
Texas, Tennessee, then.
yeah, it's in East Tennessee. I'm in Middle Tennessee. It's in East Tennessee. It's up there where Vernon is getting ready to go. It's about from where Gatlinburg and stuff is. It's probably 3 hours from Gatlinburg, I imagine.
There's a
Okay, we've been. I took my wife to Gatlinburg once.
Yeah.
We went to
Bristol's-
Gatlinburg on a romantic weekend once.
Oh yeah. Bristol, because if you go to Kingsport from Nashville is 6 hours because I went there for a convention. Bristol is another hour and a half from Kingsport. So I'm going to put, it takes probably 2.5 hours, from Johnson City, which is about 45 minutes outside of Kingsport. So yeah, it's probably about 2.5 hours from like Sevierville, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge. So it's a little bit of a drive.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about the places that are not quite there yet. It's huge enough on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just throw in a few things that are nearby. You can count Atlanta as nearby.
Atlanta's 2.5 out with, depending on how I drive. Atlanta's 2.5, 2:45 from Nashville. So at most 3 hours to Atlanta.
That's about how far it is from me.
Where are you at?
Prattville, Alabama.
Okay, so yeah. Sorry, I'll be in Huntsville in June. So better run back to the computer. So I'll be back. Just give me a second.
This October, I'll take him on for his birthday to Talladega.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna surprise him and get the pay extra to get the pit tickets, where he can go down there and see the race cars and meet the drivers.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, welcome back, everyone. All right. So that was the bottom of the round. Abinadom had just finished. Chris, are you back?
I am.
Okay. Well, we are back at the top of the round. You may take your attack, sir.
All right, these guys in the web, since they failed their check, that means they have advantage on attacks against them, correct?
It means they are. Let me just double check. They're restrained.
Yeah, they're restrained.
I think. Yeah.
Get advantage against.
Yep. Yes, restrained. Restrained. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and its rolls have disadvantage. Okay. Creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So, yes. Now there's one that has a crown on its head and 4 that do not.
Yep, I see one right here. He's not bloody at all, right? Looks pretty clean.
Nope. He doesn't look like he's been injured at all yet.
I'm going to shoot at this guy.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, you have scored a critical hit. Now, in my game, what that means is that you automatically do max damage on your first die. And so that would be your first damage die and your sneak attack, because you had advantage on that attack. So all of that is maximized, and then you just roll normally your weapon damage and your sneak attack damage. So I think that's 10 and 12 would be 22 plus what's your damage bonus?
Well,
normally?
I'm a fighter, so I don't have sneak attack.
Oh, that's right. So 10, and then what's your bonus? Damage bonus with a crossbow.
It's a 5 plus I have 2 to the attack, but that doesn't really matter here. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Is it 5?
No,
It's 3.
Okay, so it's 13, and then just roll a d10 for me. Okay. Okay, so 13 and 9, 22 points of damage. How would you like to kill?
I just
This
pop up from a
orc.
squat out of this grass, take a minute to light up the shot, send it right between his eyes.
Okay. There's a crunch of bone as his skull just sort of caves in, and a crossbow bolt is sticking both out of his forehead and out of the back of his skull, and he falls over. Dorzaphir, you are now up.
Awesome. I'm going to fire my crossbow. No. I'm going to fire a firebolt with flare at this orc right here next to Hyza.
Okay, all right. So if you hit, you will get sneak attack damage.
Oh yes.
That is a hit, so go ahead and roll your 2d6. 7, 15 points of damage. How would you like to kill this orc?
So unlike the last one where I burned his face off, this one I want to hit him square in the chest, and all of his clothes and whatever he's got on him just sets ablaze, and his skin just melts.
Okay. Hyza, the bolt of fire comes flying across the battlefield, hits the one in front of you, and it starts to singe and smoke, and it just falls over. After it,
Yucky smell.
yeah. Orc flesh doesn't smell very good. All right.
And then bonus action, I'm going to move 5 feet closer this way and hide.
Okay. Go ahead and make your hide check before I do anything else. Or your stealth check, I should say.
Finally.
Oh, yes, there we go. All right. So let's take care of these 4 guys here. Vern, is your buddy here? Is he still focusing his attention on the guy next to him?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right. So he will go ahead and attack with his great axe. And actually, I need to be fair about this. He actually should get disadvantage.
Although
it evens
but
out
it's
because the
advantage
guy.
and disadvantage.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah. Advantage it is. So so 16. That'll hit for 9 points of damage. So this guy takes 9. He doesn't like that, and he is now bloodied. So he will turn around and he will attack his. All right. Well, the guy with the crown goes down. And I guess the crown then will just disappear because he is dead now. Now these 2, actually these 3, need to try to make dex saves to get out of the webbing, but they have disadvantage on those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, All right, so that's first one missed. Second one missed. Hold on. Oh, third one. Finally. So that's a miss. That's a miss. This guy, he's like, Finally, he steps out 5, 10, 15. I'm going to go ahead and show how he has basically a way around here. Ignore those stairs because that's part of another level of something. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He basically
they were still considered difficult terrain, though, right? Even
yeah, he just had to take one
step out. Okay,
one step out. But yeah, so which took 10 feet of his movement so he could get there, and his action was breaking out of that, so he can't double his movement to get over there anyway. Gorrim, you have one enemy standing there next to you. What would you like to do?
That's not going to cut it.
Nope. All right. So that's a miss. Hyza. Yeah. You. I'll remind you. You do have a live target right here.
It's only why. That's why I only moved 10 feet.
Yep. Now,
if I stand on a body, is it difficult terrain or?
No, but you can move here and attack him because you would be in an adjacent square. Yeah, there you go.
And do.
Oh, that'll hit.
Do.
7 points of damage. Okay, he's not quite bloody, but that hurt him. His staff cracks.
I'll show you the wrath of an ogre.
Yeah, this small clerical type just, bam! All right, Finn, you are up, sir.
Hot child in the city, you are running too wild, but I am looking pretty. It's time once again for the GTS.
Okay.
You read me.
Oh, you're doing it over here?
Yeah.
Okay. 23 points of creatures. And where would you like to center it?
I think that's 21 plus 20 plus 21 plus 23. Yeah. Because I cast it at third level to end the fight. So if I cast it at 1, it looks like this. So this isn't a real roll. Cast it at level 1 looks like this. But if I cast it at level 3 or level 2 or whatever, you get 2 of them. So it's 21 plus 23. So 44.
You only get 2d8 for each additional level. That was inputted incorrectly, I think.
Okay, so yeah, good, and that's
levels.
Yeah, so he cast it at third level, so it's 23 and 21 is 44 points. But what I need to know is ping for me the center of your circle. Okay, the center of your circle is here. All right, so let me do this, and I Yeah, okay, that will work well. And it's a 20-foot. What is it? 20-foot diameter? Is that what it is?
Right, 20 foot.
20-foot area.
I believe it's. And now here we are looking at the spell again.
You figure that out. I will make the 5, 10.
20 feet of a point, within 20 feet of a point. So that actually is a radius.
Yeah, 20-foot radius. So, so something like that, I think.
You're really far off on mine.
No.
Oh,
I just need to get the circle right, and then I will put the circle where it belongs.
I think you slept them all, man.
So let's go on over here, and let's grab this now. You were putting it like here, so that's not that's more like this, right? Okay, so it starts with the lowest number of hit points. So this one here goes, and that is plus. And then this one right next to him goes, and there's that. And then let's see. This one here goes. Okay. All right. So, that's 36 hit points worth of creatures. There in your 44 is not enough to also get this one. So, 2 that you can see and 1 inside were affected. But this guy is still up. So, and then I'm just going to go. Yeah. I'm probably going to go ahead and get rid of that circle since that doesn't persist. All right. That was a move. That was a cast. Abinadom.
Okay. All right. So. 5.
Yeah, and don't forget you have an enemy over here.
Yeah. 30.
But you
All
need
right.
to be within 60 feet or something?
Yeah. I'm going to cast.
Yep. There you are.
Cast Ray of Frost.
Okay. Oh, 13 is exactly what you need to hit it.
And, whoops, what am I doing? And I was aiming for this guy right here.
Yep. And he is bloodied. What does it look like when something gets hit by a ray of frost? Because not everybody's been here to see that.
All right, so I shoot off a bright blue-white streak of light to this creature, and it just gets super frigid. The creature just is almost paralyzed with coldness.
Okay. Yes, and it is slowed. Correct.
The speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Yep. So let me put the snail on there so I remember it's slowed. All right. And anything else?
No, that's about it. I moved my full 30.
Okay. L. Okay. You have 2 targets outside that you can see that are still standing. 2 that are down on the ground, and there's the sound of more from inside.
I'm going to take my full movement forward here.
Okay.
35 feet, and it's my better judgment. I'm going to go ahead and take out this guy.
Okay. Oh. Yep. That is not going to hit. 12 will miss. All right. And Dorzaphir, we are to you.
Awesome. We got this guy here. Then you have the ones that are asleep over there. Yeah, I'm going to take care of the guy next to Hyza. I'm going to hit him with a firebolt.
Okay.
Not more stinky orc.
Hey, it works.
Oh,
Wow,
wow.
look at that. Look at that. That's karma at its finest.
Right.
Hey, guess
But
what?
I get 2d6.
Yes, and you did something. Even with that one, you bloodied him.
Bloody.
So go
Right.
ahead and roll the 2d6.
Cool.
Attack damage. 6 more. Ooh.
Ouch.
All right. He is really hurt bad, but he's still up. And he's like, ah! And he's just like slaps the flames out on him.
And then I'll take my bonus action hide. I'll move 5 more feet.
Okay.
Everybody's probably like, dang, he hides a lot. Like, yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Don't have a crap ton of hit points, so I gotta move somewhere. Hold on.
All right.
No, that wasn't a good roll, but it's decent.
Yeah. Orc. Okay. Well, this orc here is 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. So he does a double move, but he can only go 40 instead of 60. But that brings him up here. This guy is going to look. He's an orc. He's not that smart. Orcs hate dwarves. He's just gonna attack the dwarf, and he misses with a 10. Then you hear shouting from inside, and boom. This one gets shoved out. 5, 10, 15 over the side of this thing. This other guy comes out and yells and slaps this one, and he's awakened. And then he jumps over here. And this guy comes down here, pushes through his buddy, slaps this one to wake him up. And then they'll go, oh crap.
Once they enter the web, they're restrained. So
yeah, they gotta make,
or they gotta do a saving throw once they touch the web.
Yeah. So let's see. Actually, let's move 2 of these guys back inside because let's see. This first guy, when he moves out here, what's gonna happen to him? He's got to do the DC 14.
I was waiting for an orc to fall over the staircase, so I guess it works out.
Yeah, it's just like a low little staircase, so he just kind of hops the banister. And then this guy, let's see whether he Makes his save. Oh, that guy does not. So he is webbed. Okay. He is webbed in place. And then I'm going to just say that guy's still asleep. Because nobody could bother him. And they yell. Let me just see if anybody is in range. Nope, not in range for an attack. Okay. Gorrim, you are up. You've got a orc right here and one right here that's near death. Okay, that guy. How do you kill him?
Off with his head.
Okay. And he is dead. And then there's one that's kind of slowed next to you. Do you want to reposition? Okay. All right. There you go. And Hyza.
And if I'm not mistaken, if Hyza moves up 2 spaces, then she gets advantage because we're flanking him, correct?
No, there's no official flanking in 5e. It's not part of the official rules as written. So we're not using it in this game. And I usually don't use it in my 5e games, but when we get ready to do our other game, we can talk about whether that's an optional rule that we want to do or not. So, Hyza, you move up.
Oops.
Yep.
I kind of lost grip on my quarterstaff, and I dropped it beside him instead. Oops.
Hey, you gotta,
all the smell was getting to me, okay?
Yeah, it's kind of overwhelmed by the charnel smell of all this burned orc flesh, and her little nose just kind of wrinkles up as she swings, and whoosh, clean miss. All right.
See?
Finn, you are up.
So let's see. Okay, I got an idea for that one over there. Okay, everybody. I'm going to toss this up in the air and see if you can catch it. But it's called in basketball. When they toss the ball,
alley-oop, yeah.
No. When they toss the ball up in the air in the very beginning and they got to
jump ball.
Jump ball. Yeah.
I'm calling this play the jump ball.
Okay.
Assuming he even survives. That.
Okay, Dissonant Whispers. He will have to do a wisdom save, which is not his forte. Oh, and he fails. So, okay, he tries to run away, and of course, yeah, there's two people that get opportunity attacks. So, Hyza and Gorrim.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah. Cool. Hyza and Gorrim, you guys both get opportunity attacks as he tries to run out of your threat range.
So that's a hit. Both sides together.
Yeah. -3. And yeah. Yeah. So 21 plus. Okay.
Is that 25 damage altogether?
No, it's 10 points of damage. Okay. Gorrim, something is not working right about your roll because for some reason. Oh, I see. Nope, I see. It's that extra bless. He's just automatically putting it in there. Cool. Okay. And yeah. How does this orc die, Gorrim?
Off with his head as well.
Yep. Okay. And Yeah, all right. We're going to do one thing. I believe you are failing to take into account that that's part of the optional rules, but let's just double check on this.
We're playing with the original rules, not with the basic rules, not with the player's handbook and DM.
Yeah, it's definitely optional rules.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, flanking has always worked the same way since they introduced it. It's just whether or not they use it as part of the, and that's weird in the D&D Beyond DMG. I don't see the flanking listed at all, which is weird. It should be in there under your combat options. Where is it? Injuries, lingering injuries, massive damage, morale. Yeah, that's really strange. That's really strange because like you say, it's in the printed DMG, but it's not in the online DMG. Okay. Very weird. Okay. I kind of don't like that they screwed that up and it didn't put it in there. All right. So now we are back to that was Finn's turn. That guy's dead. He's down. And Abinadom, you are up. So your only viable targets, I believe, are these guys that are in the web over here.
And are there 4 or are there 5 in there?
There's one dead one, one that's asleep, and then 3 that you can see that are awake in the webs.
Okay. So I'm going to cast Magic Missile.
Okay.
On all 3 of them.
Okay, so 1 to each of them?
Yes.
So
the ones that are not asleep, the ones that are just restrained. Yep.
Okay. So that's -3 to that guy. Go ahead and do it 2 more times because you remember it only does. Okay, so we'll do that. And then we'll do that. Okay. So none of them are dead. The one that was bloodied is still bloodied. So yeah. But all 3 of them are hit. L, you are up.
How do you do the mark your path thing? Because spacebar's not working for me.
You pick up the token like you're going to move it, and then right-click while holding the left click, and then move it where you want to go.
They changed it from spacebar. Interesting.
Yeah, they changed it. And if you want to stop along the way, you just right-click again, and you can measure as you go.
Perfect. Thank you. Now, these 3 front guys, they are not asleep, right?
Correct. And this one here is bloodied.
This guy is not, though?
Nope.
I'll take a shot at him.
Okay. They all are injured, but only one is bloodied. 9 is not going to hit.
He's restrained.
Oh, 23. It will hit. 6. Oh, and okay, yeah. -6. So he is now bloodied. There are 2 of them now bloodied. Move over and hide again. Okay. Or no, that's not you that does that. It's Dorzaphir that does that.
Yeah, that's me that does that.
Yeah, I'm not hiding. I don't have a bonus action hide.
Okay. Dorzaphir, go ahead.
Also, real quick, I was actually looking while the turns were going. Yeah, in the digital version of the Dungeon Master's Guide, it says that flanking is an optional rule. So that's in the digital version.
What section is that under? Because I was looking under the...
Section 8, I believe, under table rules. No, it says 6.
Okay.
And it's saying because it says if you regularly use miniatures, flanking gives combats a simple way to gain advantage on attack rolls against a common enemy.
Okay, because I was looking under the options thing, so that's why I wasn't seeing it.
Yeah, I was just doing a quick look just because I was curious myself. But yeah, it's under the optional rule in the digital version under table rules.
Okay. All right.
And
cool.
Back to this, I'm going to, let's see, how far am I away from, I should have enough distance. Give me a second. Let me measure this out. No, I don't want to do that. There we go. Oh yeah, plenty far away. But
okay, I kind of got cut off.
If I cast Firebolt at the orc right here, is it just that part of the web that burns, or is it all of it? I can't remember.
The any portion exposed to the fire.
Usually a 5-foot cube is what it says on the.
Yeah,
any 5-foot cube.
Yep.
Exposed.
Okay. Then I'm gonna leave the cube in front of the door because that's a good place to stop them. But I'm gonna hit this guy with Firebolt.
Okay. So go ahead and
he gets an additional 2d4 damage, fire damage.
Yes, he does. Nice. There we go.
Oh,
there we go.
Go ahead and roll the 2d4
and the 2d6.
That's a good hit.
Yeah, the 2d4 and the 2d6. Yeah.
Now that's some damage. That's 20 damage.
16.
What's the 2d6 for?
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
Oh, sneak attack. Okay.
So yeah, 20 damage. How would you like to kill this orc?
He just bursts into cinders. Like, just instantly as I snap my finger and point, he just, like, internal, spontaneous combustion. Woof.
Yeah. Yeah, he goes up like a little... Okay. So now I'm going to do this. And I'm going to say that area is now burned away. There's no webs on it. All right.
Real quick, I pull out. I have to throw this in. I pull out my little piece of wire. I say, "Hey, Abinadom, that's how you do it right there."
And I say, if it weren't for that web.
All right. So these guys, well, this guy here, he's gonna slap his buddy and try to wake him up. Which does that automatically wake him up. And then they're gonna try to get out of the web. So I have 3 disadvantage checks coming. 1, 2, 5, 6, and that's a miss. That's a miss. Oh, this guy made it. All right. So now it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that's all the further he can go. He is out. Then, yeah, those guys are stuck, so they can't move from out in front of the door, so nobody else can get out. Which means, okay, this guy, where was he? He was here. 5. He just shoves his way out the window. 10, 15. I'm going to say it's 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to attack
Did he cut himself?
You're laughing now.
Did he not cut himself getting out of the window?
No. There's no glass. It's just wooden shutters. So the shutters are open. So he just forces his way out of the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so this guy...
And my next move was to get right there, so if they came out like that, I could get opportunity attacks.
Yeah. So this guy is going to attack Finn with his great axe. Will a 17 hit Finn?
17, but I'm gonna try to defend that. This old thing.
Okay. Cutting words. Ooh, okay. And that
half and half.
Yeah, so
chance at a hit. Let's see if we hit it. Oh, just missed.
1d6.
Okay. Yeah, 1d6. So instead of a 17, that's a 13.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It subtracts that. Yep, subtracts the number from its attack roll. Okay. Excellent. So that's a miss. These two guys, they were upstairs. Yeah, so there was only one guy from upstairs and that's this guy over here that used his javelin. So they both have javelins. So one guy will throw a javelin at Gorrim, and actually they'll both throw javelins at Gorrim because and that's a miss. Oh, that's a hit for 28 points of damage. Or no, 8 points of damage.
Oh my god, I just panicked. Like, I know I could heal that, but who?
No, 22 for 8 points of damage. All right. And interestingly enough, there don't appear to be any shouts of orcs from inside anymore. Gorrim, you are up. Haha. Target rich environment. Ooh, which one are you? Okay, that guy. 9 points of damage. All right, he is bloodied. Okay.
That'll be the end of his turn.
Okay. Hyza. Hey, there's more orc friends.
Yay. 10 feet up, and then the one north of me.
Okay.
He is not hit at all, is he? He's just...
Nope, he has not yet been hit.
Okay. And I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds on him.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So,
7 does not hit.
Yeah, 7 does not hit. He sees your hand glowing and he goes, "Whoa, ah!" And he jumps out of the way. Apparently, intimidation is an action unless you have a feature of your class that makes it a bonus action. All right, so there's anything else, Hyza?
That is my actions. So...
Okay, and you moved an action. Finn, you are up.
Is okay. Oh, I'm running out of energy over here. And she just kind of did that. So and he just kind of did that. So that kind of messed me. I have another jump ball. Yeah, I do have another jump ball.
Okay, now let's see. Just double check. There we go. Let me just double check this. Okay. Okay. All right. Interesting. I just was double checking the rule in this under cast a spell. It doesn't say anything about what happens when you cast a spell in melee. In some editions, there's a rule that if you are next to an enemy and you cast a spell in melee, unless it is a melee touch spell, then it provokes an opportunity attack, but it doesn't say that in this edition. So I'm going to say that...
I know some people use it as disadvantage instead of doing it that way, but...
Yeah, if it's a melee attack, if it's a ranged attack spell like a firebolt, that would be a disadvantage.
Yeah, it's got to be an attack spell, I believe.
Yeah. So you're looking
at jump ball. There's only one jump ball on the field.
Okay, so that's what that's
running out
be.
of spells here, guys.
It's a pretty intense battle.
I got plenty still.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's gonna be. Yeah. Disadvantage on not disadvantage because it's a save. It's not an attack roll. So he still has to make his save. Nope, and he fails. So then he just starts to run away, and both Hyza and Gorrim get to make opportunity attacks.
Hell yeah, double whammy.
Okay. Gets bloodied by the axe. Oh! And Hyza, how do you kill this orc? You land a killing blow with that.
See how Gorrim just smacked him with his axe? I'll turn around and just backhand him with the quarterstaff and watch him drop.
Okay. He takes that axe and he reels from the axe right into the path of that quarterstaff, and there's this crack as his skull just, kind of cracks, and he falls to the ground in a bloody heap. All right. Nice. Well done there. Abinadom.
Okay, so we've got... How do you guys make that little circle appear? That little blue circle.
Yeah. Point to what you want to do and just hold your left mouse button. So if you want to point to an enemy, like hold it over the enemy and hold your left mouse button.
There you go. Okay.
What?
Oh, wait, it's not working. I don't
You
know.
gotta have the pointer tool selected at the top of the bar.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yep.
So we've got this one, and this one's bloodied. What's that marking on?
Yep. He's bloodied, and both of these over here are bloodied. They're of course still in the web. This one is out of the web, and he is not bloodied.
Okay, I'm gonna cast second level sleep.
Where are you gonna put it?
And I want to put it. I have sculpt feature or
sculpt.
Yeah, the sculpt feature. So yeah, well, it's a feature, so I can protect 1+ the level of spell of my party. They will not be affected.
What level is the spell? It's a first level?
Two, second level. So I want to...
Well, hold on. You're casting it at second level?
Yes.
Okay. So you're casting it at second level. So 1 + 2, that's 3. So you can avoid all 3, Finn, Hyza, and Gorrim.
Yes. And I want to see if I can get... why I don't understand how this thing works.
I'll go ahead and.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I want to make sure. I see if I can get that one, that one, that one, and that one. And I've got it's
Yeah, it's 20 feet from a point that you select. So I'm going to go ahead and draw out this circle, and then we'll move it around and see what we can do. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 8. Okay, so that is the.
Oh, does that not
circle.
work? Hold on.
Are you a evocationist? That only works.
Oh, enchantment. That doesn't. You're right. That doesn't work.
Oh.
Evocation spell. You're right. Ah, crap. Okay, so I'm gonna move it to the right, just outside of Gorrim's reach, so it doesn't touch Gorrim. So I'm gonna get the one next to Gorrim and the 2. Yes, right there.
Okay. Well, now the good news is. So let's see here. So that I'm going to do that plus, and then what's your total? Go ahead and roll your 5d8 or your 6d8 or 7d8. What is it? 5d8.
5d8 plus another 2d8.
So that's 19, and then roll your 2d8.
Oh, whoops! I did it twice. Sorry.
Okay.
Accident. Just count the first one.
Yeah.
7.
So 19 and 7. That's 26. So we get that many points for that one. So that guy goes to sleep, and then that many points for that one. So that guy falls asleep again. And then that many points for that one. And he falls asleep. 12 and 1 is 13. And 13 and 15 is 28. Oh! Yep. Not quite enough to affect this guy. But you got 3 of them. 3 of them are asleep. And this is the only guy left. All right. L. Everything on the battlefield fell asleep except for this one way over here.
What about this guy right here?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. He's still awake. Never
Is he
mind.
bloody? Or even hit?
He hasn't been hit yet, no.
All right. Do I have let's see here. I think I can get a clear shot here.
Okay.
Can I get a clear shot here?
Yeah, you can see him. Oh. Okay. All right. 21 will hit. Yeah. Nice. Okay, so you deal
damage, right?
Yeah. Now, where's the? Okay. Okay, 10. Then go ahead and add your sneak attack damage because.
I act like, I'm so good at being a rogue that people actually think I'm a rogue. I'm a fighter.
I have to say, he's a fighter.
That's right. Okay. So, I'm trying to figure out where's that 6 coming from?
It's rolling the crit in case I had advantage.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Okay. But that does bloody him. So he is bloodied. And now we are to our rogue Dorzaphir.
Yes. Okay, hold on. I'm going to hit the one that's in front of Finn with Firebolt.
Okay.
Not what's that?
Yeah, it's not. Chris, yeah, Dorzaphir is going the Eldritch, or what is it called? The
Arcane Trickster.
Arcane Trickster. He's
Arcane
going the
Trickster
Arcane
rogue.
Trickster, so he's a rogue that gets spells. So it's not a wizard getting sneak attack, it's a rogue getting sneak attack who has spellcasting abilities as part of his subclass.
Yeah, I get mostly it's cantrips. So Firebolt's not like Fireball or anything like that. It's a cantrip, so I can do it at will. So I don't have to have spell slots for it, which is awesome. The only actual ones that I use spell slots for are Shield, Disguise Self, and one other spell that I have, and those are the only ones that I use. Oh, and Message is a cantrip.
I've played 3 tricksters, and all 3 of them have gotten killed. The whole party got wiped.
So I'm just asking because I'm curious, but under sneak attack, it says the attack must use a finesse or ranged weapon. Does
Firebolt is a ranged spell attack, or it's a cantrip, but it's ranged.
Right. The sneak attack says weapon, though. I'm just curious. I'm trying to, because that sounds like the kind of class I would want to play.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we may have been doing that wrong. So, all right. So this is the case where the rules lawyers is working against the party. So that's
no, that was totally not my intent. I didn't want to say anything because I was afraid that I was going to burst a bubble, but that actually sounded like
no, that's fine. You're not hurting my feelings. I mean,
okay, yeah. Once returning, well, now, okay, yeah. The attack must use a finesse or ranged weapon. Yeah. All right. Never mind.
I could always shoot with my crossbow if I ever had to, but right now I've used my roll.
Yeah, and then let's just double check here. You
still have my movement, so I'm going to move 5, 10,
okay.
15. While you're looking that up, 20, 25, 30. I'm not going to hide this time.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it does not. Okay, it does not have that tag on it. So, all right. No problem, Al. Thank you. Always good to make sure we're doing things absolutely the right way. Okay, that's a move. And our orcs. Okay, well, this orc looks around and goes, screw this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 10, 15. And he's gone from the battle, which leaves this guy who's mad now that he's been abandoned by his other buddies. So he's just going to haul off and attack Finn with his great axe. And he misses. All right.
You messed up my hair. You messed up my hair.
Gorrim, you may go. You have one asleep next to you, and then you have one that's not asleep right here.
I will definitely go for the one that is asleep, since it will give me an auto crit if I hit him.
Okay. And I think you get advantage on that attack.
Yeah, because the sleep means he'll be prone, laying on the ground.
Yep. Yep. All right. So, oh yeah. Okay. That is 16. How did you like to kill this guy?
Just crush a skull in.
Okay. All right. He is dead. Take any movement or anything?
On the second, I'm resetting the crit thing. Okay. I set them to 2 crits, so they would auto crit on any roll. Yeah, I'll move up here next to these in case another comes out. I'll attack him.
Okay. Hyza, you are up.
And let's see if swinging at him will work. Hell no.
No. Oh my goodness.
2 nat ones. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Yuck.
That's awful. Okay. She goes to swing. There's so much orc gore on her staff that it kind of slips in her hand, and she grabs it and she swings again, and it still falls out of her hand. And it's like, dang it. Okay. Finn.
Just start punching.
Finn loses his temper and yells about the orc messing up his hair, which was probably actually Hyza messing up his hair, as it turns out.
Fair.
And swings a long sword.
Oh, hey. That'll hit.
Oh, wow. Look at him. He can.
Dirty 20.
7.
Does bless apply to damage rolls, or was it just 2 hit rolls?
I think it's just D20 rolls that bless applies to.
Okay.
And that is enough to kill it. How would you like to kill it?
Wow.
Screaming something about you messed up my hair. He just slashed him across the chest.
Opens up his chest and he falls over. And okay, the only 2 enemies left alive are asleep, so we are going to drop out of initiative. And we are at time. So are you guys interested in questioning these orcs, or do you just want to?
I was going to say we should save one for questioning, interrogation.
Okay. Well, then we will start next week with the interrogation of those orcs. So we had a very busy battle-filled session tonight. Good job, everyone. It was a nice fun fight, and we will see everybody next week, next Thursday night at 8:00. I do need to let you guys know that on the 9th of April, which is a Thursday, so I won't be available that night. I'll remind you as I get a little closer to the time, but I won't be available. And I think one of our folks, Finn, is next week, the week that you're going to be in transit. And
Yeah, Vernon is traveling cross country next week, so Finn is going to spend next week fixing his hair.
Okay, so that begs the question. We have one person that we know is going to be at. Does anybody else have a conflict next week? Because I think if we have like 2 or 3 people that have a conflict, we'll probably just postpone.
Abinadom's good.
I'd apologize for not showing up last week and not giving you a notification. A few minutes before the game started, my wife came home crying. It was her father's birthday, and he passed away this past year, and she was really upset. So I'm afraid everything has to be dropped for my wife. I love her very much. I had to be there for her. She's a tough woman. She's a nurse. She doesn't cry very often.
Well, I would worry about someone that didn't drop everything for their spouse. So, no worries. Glad that you were able to be there for her.
Yeah, Abinadom's good for next week.
So okay,
I'll be here.
All right. If anything comes up during the week and other people know they're gonna miss, just give me a heads up on Roll20. If it's or on not on Roll20 on Discord. If it's something you know about ahead of time, obviously if it's something that happens, family emergency or something, you don't know about that until it happens. So don't worry about it. But we will plan on playing next week. And if we hear that we have more people out, we will. And Vernon, I will hopefully speak for the rest of the group, and wish you safe travels, and then we hope to see you back in 2 weeks. If you find out anything, is not going to be as you expect while you are between where you are permanently now and where you will be, just give me a heads up on Discord, and we will deal with that. So I think your spot in the group is safe. Presuming that Thursdays are going to work out for you going forward. But just let me know if it's going to be an extended period of time that you'll have to step away during your move.
Well, I hope not, because an extended period of time, that means I've been traveling cross country and taking too long to do it. So I'm probably lost somewhere around Georgia.
Yeah. Well, I know. Like you say, you're gonna be hanging out with a friend for a while during your trip. So whether if you get there and you find out, where I am, I'm not able to get a good internet connection or some stuff like that. Just let me know.
No, they got the internet there.
Okay. Cool. Well, everybody, have a great week. Finn, have a safe trip, and we will hope to see the rest of you next Thursday. And thank you very much, CKC, for hanging out on the stream. And we will talk to everybody next Thursday. Good night.
Thank you for the game, sir.